What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Unlimited Podcast, where we help you maximize your creativity. I'm Izzy Lemons. We have a special episode today, but let's get into it. Welcome to the Unlimited Podcast. Like I said, where we help you maximize your creativity. If it's your first time listening, I want to say thank you so much and welcome to the Unlimited family. Look, it's not going to feel like a waste of time. I can promise you that. You're going to leave here with some wisdom and some pretty great gems for your creative journey. If it's not your first time listening, I want to say welcome back and thank you so much for your consistent support. It truly means a lot and it helps us push this vision forward. Look, if it's your first time listening, though, we're going to go back to the first timers, all right? Y'all still new. But as a brief introduction, I've been a creative for over 14 years, and I reached a point in my life where everything came crashing down. I mean crashing down because I didn't know who I was or what I was created to do. And after time and time again of trying all these different things and trying to figure it out, now I run this thing called Unlimited Artistry, where we help you maximize your creativity by helping you understand your purpose, uncover your creative identity, and uncap your creative potential. Check this out, though. We do all of this to reach a state of unlimited artistry, you get it, which is using our creative gifts in the way that they were intended. Look, if you're ready to embark on this journey and set yourself up for creative success, stay tuned. Check this out, though. Here at Unlimited Artistry, we're super passionate about making sure you reach that point. So we want to do all that we can to help you get there. One of the ways that we help you maximize your creativity is through the Creative Collective. Y'all, I'm going to be honest. On this journey, it sucks to be by yourself. I'm sorry to have to say it like that, but it really sucks to be by yourself when you're trying to do better for yourself creatively. And this is why we have the Creative Collective. What is the Creative Collective? It's a community forum where, you guessed it, creatives can engage in conversation on creativity and purpose regarding those special creative gifts that were placed inside of us. Look, the Creative Collective is the perfect place to talk about what affects you as a creative, to share experiences, and even to ask questions. Look, through the Creative Collective, we've seen people gain opportunities for their creative gifts. We've seen people gain accountability for the goals that they've set for themselves. And amongst all of us, we've just shared so many experiences, so much wisdom, and have really helped each other through on this journey. Look, you don't want to be by yourself. You want to be linked up with people who are on the same journey as you. Join the Creative Collective. Do not miss your opportunity for community. It's free. What are you going to lose? Look, check it out. Join through the link in the description today. Okay, y'all, the day has finally come. The Organized Creative Video Course is officially available today. Y'all know I love getting excited and all that good stuff, but the truth about it is it ticks me off to see the trope of the disorganized, cluttered, and all over the place creative. And it probably should do the same to you, because if you're listening to this, that probably applies to you. But truly, I realized for over half of my creative journey, for my creative career, I've been a disorganized creative. And in 2021, I realized that I had to make a change. Y'all, I was losing clients. I was losing revenue. I missed opportunities because I couldn't be on time. Y'all, even my family relationships, they started to weather because I was just horrible at communication and wasn't organized and all over the place in everything that I did. Look, y'all, it was pretty bad. But in 2021, I realized that I needed to make a change, a serious change. So I tried a bunch of strategies, I tried a bunch of tools and did a bunch of stuff, and I finally figured it out. Y'all, when I applied the things that I learned and put the strategies and tools in place to do better, y'all, I saw my time management improve. I was getting better opportunities. I was receiving more opportunities because I was better with my time and better with my skills and my process. Y'all, I started accomplishing my vision. Like that's a huge deal. And I experienced more freedom. So with everything that I've learned and applied, I packaged it all into the Organized Creative Video course, and that is available for you today. Look, the goal is not to just share the results here on the podcast, but I also want to share the strategies and tools that you need to be able to do the same in your life. Look, last night we had an amazing release party on Instagram Live. It was so awesome. We gave away one free course. We even gave away a discounted course. So I'm still feeling pretty generous, all right? So today only, y'all know I gotta hook y'all up. Today, if you purchase the course, you can purchase it for 10% off. Today only. It ends at 11:59 p.m., but you have to go get it today. Otherwise, you're going to miss out. I'm so excited for you to gain the value that I've put into this course, and I know that there's just going to be some amazing things on the other side of this investment into yourself and into your creativity. Look, y'all, I wanted to make sure that this course was available to everyone who needs access to it. So there are 2 payment options on the site. Go check it out. You don't want to miss this. Invest into your creativity. Stop being a disorganized creative and do better for this next year. Y'all, another reason why today is such a big day is because guitar lesson signups for 2023 are officially open. Woo! Let's go. Whether you're a beginner musician or an experienced musician, there's something for everyone to learn in guitar lessons at Unlimited Artistry. We'll be talking through tone, technique, and improvisation. One of the biggest things that I'm going to teach you, though, is how to use your ear in combination with basic technique. As a musician, your ear is your strongest tool. So I want to teach you how to use that to accomplish the sounds and tones and songs that you want to learn and accomplish. Y'all, no matter what we're learning, we're going to make sure that we're having fun. That's one of the most important parts. Otherwise, you're not going to stick to it. Look, guitar lessons at Unlimited Artistry are for everybody, but slots are limited. So I need you to go visit that sign up page right now. Lessons will commence in January of 2023. I will see you there. All right, y'all. You already know what time it is. It is time for an unlimited production. Let's go. Here at Unlimited Artistry, music production is a major foundation for everything that we are. We've had the opportunity to work with many amazing artists and creatives to come up with some amazing products. This is a great way for us to share what we're doing and how we're staying creative, as well as sharing the stories behind those great works that we've been able to be a part of. But most importantly, we do this for educational purposes. So if you have any questions or any thoughts, or you really just love what you've been listening to, you can hit me directly through the Creative Collective. Today, we're looking at Dark Matters by Got My Own Sound. Y'all, this is one of my favorite records, like, ever. Unlimited Artistry got to provide guitar tracking for this entire album. Got My Own Sound is a band that I play with that fuses jazz, hip-hop, and R&B and a bunch of other styles of music. This song is a total vibe. Anytime we play somewhere, this is definitely on the set list, and it's always like the most fun for me. The thing that I loved to focus on this record was my tone. I'm really big on like very clean and clear distortion tones that aren't too hissy and that don't make a whole bunch of noise. Look, y'all guitarists, if y'all out there, y'all get it. We're gonna talk about it in the lessons if you want to talk through tone, all that kind of stuff. That's what we'll do. But I loved my tone on this record, and honestly, I loved my choices through this record. If you notice, this track starts in one place and ends in a whole nother spot. It starts with a pad by one of our board players, Elliot Jefferson, and like it just shifts, and then there's a line played by one of our bass players. How many groups do you know that got like more than one bass player like at a time? There's not a bunch of them. But Larry Mack wrote the main line in the first half of the song, and then that main line takes us into the next section of the song, which just feels amazing. It's a whole vibe, very atmospheric, but also still very jazzy. Y'all, every time we play it live, we play it differently, but it's super enjoyable. It's an A flat minor. It's just a dark key, hence Dark Matters. A fun fact about this record is that when we're playing it live, whenever playing with Wes Watkins, you got to make sure you counting, because you can easily get thrown off just because of the way that his mind works, and he knows how to tie different rhythms and different meters together and still make them work. But if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss it and you're gonna fall off. That's all right. We're gonna talk about that too in guitar lessons. But y'all, I love playing with Got My Own Sound because it gives me a level of expression that I don't get to express in other places. Truly, y'all, that is our hope, our goal for the creative opportunities that we're able to take, to be able to express ourselves freely and openly. Look, if you love what you're hearing and would love for Unlimited Artistry to track guitars for your record, you can visit the website and reach out to us and start as soon as today. You can also visit our website for other music production services such as full music production, mixing, mastering, and guitar tracking. Unlimited Artistry is here to help you bring your musical visions to life. So get your musical vision out for 2023. Y'all, speaking of 2023, we are 2 days away from the new year. Like, that's nuts. This year went by so quickly. Of course, there were some great parts and then there were some not so great parts, but I would say overall for Unlimited Artistry, 2022 was a great year. I mean, we started the podcast. Like, we're here and we've been going strong. And I appreciate y'all's support and continued listening in. And if it's your first time, thanks for listening in and tuning in today. But y'all, 2022 was a pretty cool year, but I understand maybe not for everybody. It's been a rough few years for some, just dealing with mental health and all sorts of different things. People have experienced losses, whether it's family members or jobs or whatever it is. Like, you know, the year has been a year. It's been yearing. But I believe that I have a strategy to share with you to set you up for success for next year. I always like to say, when you go in with a plan, you end up a lot better than you would have without one. So, in light of the Organized Creative Video course release today, I want to share with you 3 ways to tackle 2023 with precision, because getting organized isn't just about file management, but it's also about efficiently accomplishing our goals. So, here are 3 steps on how to set yourself up for the win in 2023. The first step to setting yourself up for the win in 2023 is celebrating the wins of 2022. Look, y'all, if you don't celebrate the wins, the losses and opportunities for improvement, which we'll get into later, will take over your perspective. And just like when you're driving, what you focus on will be where you start to shift. Right? Like if I'm driving my car and I see a nice car off on the side, maybe a car in a color that I've never seen before, I start to look at it and I glance over, but my car will slowly start to shift over in that direction. Why? Because that's where I've placed my focus. Y'all, what did you absolutely kill in 2022? What did you body? Did you successfully try something new? Did you improve on something that you've already been doing? There's a win in 2022 for you. That's kind of a bar. There's a win in 2022 for you. There's a win in 2022 for you. Okay, I'm gonna chill out. But for real, there is something that you did well in 2022. Look at it, celebrate it, even the smallest wins. Y'all, I'm gonna read a verse to you, a Bible verse. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 12 through 13. It says, "So I concluded there is nothing better than to be happy and enjoy ourselves as long as we can." Verse 13 says, "And people should eat and drink and enjoy the fruits of their labor, for these are gifts from God." Y'all, every bit of labor that we put out, there's some sort of fruit that comes from it. So not to even glance at it or partake in it just a little bit, that's kind of a miserable life there. Let's be honest. I love celebrating small wins because it puts me in the habit of celebrating. You can't just keep your head down and work and expect to really accomplish a bunch if you're not taking a break to sit back and say, "Oh, that was pretty good." Pat yourself on the back, maybe get yourself a little gift. You know what I'm saying? However you want to celebrate. I have a gift on the way for accomplishing this video course. I'll tell y'all that much, and you may see it in one of these videos. That's what's going to happen. But you have to get in the habit of celebrating your wins. Don't form the habit of never celebrating. That's actually pretty toxic. Have you ever met a person that when you told them about an accomplishment, they only pointed out the bad part about it or what you didn't accomplish? Maybe you are that person for yourself. Don't be that person for yourself. Trust me, I've been that person. Celebrate the wins, even the smallest wins. Y'all, I posted on Instagram in my story a couple weeks ago that I was looking for something and I found it in the first place that I looked. Like, even that's a small win, even for organization, which we'll get into in the Organized Creative Video course. Y'all, I'm talking about it this entire episode. If you're sick of it, sorry, not really. But y'all, celebrate the small wins and the big wins alike. Even if it's just taking yourself out to your favorite restaurant every once in a while after you accomplish something, like, do it. There's no problem with that. Look, this doesn't apply to everyone, but some of us make income from our creative gifts and the things that we're able to produce. What are you doing with that income? Like, you can't just live off of it. You gotta make sure that you celebrate yourself even just a little bit. I want to point something out to y'all. In the creation story, in the word, and y'all know my faith influences everything. My faith in Jesus Christ influences everything, from the way that I think to the way that I move. Like, if we look at Genesis, the book of Genesis in the Bible, when God is creating the entire universe, after he creates something, he kind of steps back and sees that it's good. And it's almost like there's like a mini celebration in between the works that he does. He's not just like, all right, let me build this whole thing. Let me put this here. Let me put this here. Let me create the heavens and the earth and then the water and then the trees and all the plants and all that kind of stuff. Like, he makes a group of things and sees that it is good. Then he goes back and then he creates something else and sees that it is good. Like, y'all, even God took a step back to celebrate and at least accept, like, this is good. Hey, look, if you don't know how to celebrate yourself, I challenge you to look around at the people around you. Are they celebrating you? Yo, if y'all not celebrating each other, y'all got to step it up. All right. Me and my friends, like my closest friends, the people that I consider my brothers, y'all, we have been killing it this year, and we can already see the setup for next year. Like, it's amazing. But what would it feel like? What would it be if we weren't there to celebrate each other and able to celebrate ourselves? Like, that's a lonely life. That's a lonely life, y'all. We don't want to be sitting in misery. Let's help each other celebrate. What are your friends? What are your family members accomplishing that you can celebrate them for? It all comes full circle, y'all. As you and the people around you reach new heights and conquer new territory and do new things, celebrate together. Y'all, I'm going to tell you, my wife is my biggest party partner. Y'all, we love to celebrate each other. When we win, even if it's a small win, like, we do it up. We do it kind of big, right? Even if it's just going to like our favorite restaurant and grabbing an extra dessert, like we celebrate together. It's important that if all right, this is a side thing. If you can't celebrate with your spouse, with your partner, with your significant other, whatever, y'all gotta step it up. But if you can't celebrate with the people that are closest to you, there's something wrong. So there are definitely some wins in 2022 just for you. What did you accomplish? What did you learn? What did you do well? What did you improve on? Number one, celebrate the wins of 2022. Step number two to set yourself up for the win in 2023, review the opportunities for improvement. Okay, y'all. Some of us focus on this area just a little too much. Trust me, I know you were probably thinking about this area before we talked about the celebrations or while we were talking about the celebrations. Let's bring it back in. All right, let's focus. Look, it's good to review the things that you didn't do as well. Look, I know some of us, it's in the forefront of our minds because that's just how we work on ourselves. That's how we focus in on ourselves. And there's a time when it can be healthy because as we work on ourselves, as we see the things that we need to improve on, we should be taking action on them and not just looking at them and focusing in and saying, oh, I didn't do that well. I didn't do that. Like, improvement takes action, y'all. Improvement takes action. So where could you have done better this past year? You know, it's important during this step not to beat yourself up. That's no use. Y'all, you got to be at least a little bit gentle with you, okay? But check this out. We're not perfect, y'all. We're not going to accomplish everything that we want perfectly. Sometimes we set unrealistic goals and standards for ourselves. That's me too. But look, you do have to review though the areas that you didn't perform your best in. Look, y'all, when you review, a great question to ask yourself is why did it not work as well? The key question is the why, not necessarily just the what. Now, when you find that why, was it in your power or not? Look, there's a tool that I love to use. It's called a SWOT analysis, right? So it stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So the two that we're going to focus on are the W and the T's, weaknesses and threats. Weaknesses are things that are in your control, and threats are things that you cannot control. Y'all, focus in on where the weaknesses are. Why do I say focus in on where the weaknesses are? Because the weaknesses are things that are in your control. If you're not as organized, you can become more organized. Now, if a pandemic hits the entire country or the world, that's not necessarily in your control. But look, most of the things that cause us to not do as well are actually in our control, whether we realize it or not. I'm going to tell you a story here. Before I got my life and my organization skills together, I was horribly disorganized. And at times I would blame other people. I would put it on others to say like, oh, they should have reminded me, or they set the call time too early, or, you know, it's traffic. That's a real good one. But I wasn't taking as much responsibility because I was in denial. In order for me to improve, I had to throw out denial. When reviewing your opportunities for improvement from this year, you want to make sure that you're not in denial of the things that are your responsibility. If you're not on time, tighten your schedule up. Get ready earlier. If you can't call people back, if you can't remember to reach back out to people or respond to texts or emails, that's on you. Like, do better. Y'all, there's a level of sternness in which I talk to myself internally, and it's not beating myself up. Some of you may understand that, but I just like to get serious with myself about doing better and actually accomplishing what I want to accomplish. Like, I'm not trying to let myself get in the way of the visions that have been placed inside of me. Y'all, I want to let you know the first best thing that you can do is celebrate what you've done over the past year. But the second best thing that you can do to set yourself up for next year is to review your areas of improvement, to review your opportunities for improvement. That way, you know how to set your next goals, which will actually take us into our third step. In order to set yourself up for the win in 2023, the third thing that you need to do is plan for your next based on your last. Y'all, like I said, one of the best things that you can do to prepare for next year is to review what happened last year and make changes based on your observations. There's one thing that I love to say, like as I plan out my days and use my calendar and set up my schedule for the week, and it's to think about tomorrow today, because I always like to plan in advance. Y'all, if you want to win in 2023, start planning right now. Think about the visions that you want to accomplish. Think about the things that you want to see from your creative gifts. Do you have a revenue goal? Set that up. Like, what do you want to create? Is there a project that you want to finish? Is there a project that you want to start? Are there certain creatives that you want to collaborate with? Write these things down, y'all, and begin to plan for your next year. It's super important. What do you need to accomplish? What do you need to accomplish to be able to improve for those areas of opportunity that you reviewed? What will you learn? How will you grow? Y'all, these are important questions to ask. These are important things to be aware of so that you can set yourself up for the win next year. What is that vision? What do you want to accomplish? What do you need to be able to do that? Maybe there's a new skill that you want to acquire. Maybe there's something that you want to improve in. Plan to expand your knowledge. Like join a course. If you want to go back to school, figure out a way to go back to school. Like start creating your schedule and balance out the things that you have. Like set the goals, set the plan. Y'all, check this out. A vision with no plan is nothing but a good idea. But when you start putting action to it, when you take steps to make it a reality, it's going to become a reality. Another thing that you can plan to do for next year is take more calculated risks. Like, what areas can you stretch yourself a little bit in? How can you grow? Again, my faith in Jesus influences like everything. So what are some areas that I can stretch my faith in a little bit? Like, what are some new things that I can dive into that will allow me to see the goodness of God through the accomplishment of those things? Y'all, plan to do something different. Plan to get out of your comfort zone. That's how we grow. Y'all know I don't be in the gym like that, but but I hear it is said, no pain, no gain. We have to be a little uncomfortable for us to, number one, in that physical situation, there's some discomfort that has to happen in order to build muscle, because you have to break some down. But even in our creativity, for opportunities, like whatever it is, y'all, we have to get a little uncomfortable. We have to move out of our comfort zone to be able to grow. Y'all, one thing I'm learning in this season is that faith and comfortability don't really move hand in hand. You have to get uncomfortable with doing certain things. You have to go beyond what you're used to and where you feel the most secure. Y'all, let's be honest. We cannot continue to do the same thing and expect different results. We got to do something different, y'all. If we want to see different results, we have to do something different. We got to get a little uncomfortable. So what is that uncomfortable thing for you? Because I know for me, I'm often spending a lot of time trying to avoid that uncomfortable thing. I'm being real with y'all, and I know that you can relate. But what's that thing that you're avoiding that you know will give you amazing results? Plan to do it. Let's plan it out. What are the steps that you have to take? This process may be uncomfortable, but we talk a lot about planning your year, planning your day, planning your week, planning your month in the Organized Creative Video course. Y'all, another point of getting organized isn't just to know where everything is. And, it's great for stewardship, but truly it's a more efficient way to accomplish our goals. When we're organized, when our time management is on point, we're able to efficiently plan for the things that we want to see happen. So what do you want to see? Do you want to get more organized? What do you have to do to get more organized? Do you want to learn something new? Do you want to learn a new skill? Do you want to learn how to play guitar? Like, what do you have to do? Sign up for those things today, by the way. I'm just throwing it out there. Do you need to get it around some new people? Do you want to grow in creative community? Join the Creative Collective. I know this sounds like just the perfectly placed ad, but in all seriousness, what do you have to do to grow for the next year? Because it's on you. It's in your hands. You can't blame anybody else for it. You've seen what you did well over the past year. You've seen where you need to improve from the past year. Now take those two together, what worked, what didn't, and set up your plan for the next year. What are the steps it takes to get there? What is it that you want to see overall? You should definitely write that down. But look, y'all, 2023 is about to be an amazing year. It's going to be an amazing year for us. It's going to be an amazing year for you. I'm so pumped for all that you're about to accomplish. Y'all, we are days away from 2023. So don't start on a low note. Let's start on a high note. As a matter of fact, I want us to give a real quick scream together. All right. Hopefully you're in your car. You're not somewhere. Hopefully you're not in the library right now, but we're going to do a real quick scream. All right. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I couldn't scream for real. I'm in my house. But I want you to get excited for all that's about to happen this next year. Y'all, you're about to accomplish so much. That project that you started, you're going to finish it this year. Y'all, that vision, that musical vision that you want to see come to life, you're going to accomplish it. Y'all, that photo book that you want to put together, you're going to do it. The podcast that you want to start, you're going to do it. Y'all, I'm excited for you. I don't even know all that you have on your plate, but I know that it's going to be amazing, and there's going to be some amazing rewards on the other side of it. Y'all, you're going to conquer this next year. So, matter of fact, I want us to declare this together. 2023 will be the year that I reach new levels and new heights. All right, you ready? Here we go. Let's clear our throats. 2023 will be the year that I reach new levels and new heights. Let's go. Clap it up for yourself. Clap it up for yourself. Clap it up for yourself. Check this out, y'all. This year, God is going to do a new thing in your life. If we look at the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 19, in short, it says that God is doing a new thing. I want you to go check that verse out on your own time. But God is doing a new thing. He's doing a new thing in you. He's doing a new thing around you. Make sure you're observing it, y'all. This year is going to be amazing for you. Look, y'all, Unlimited Artistry is with you every step away to see you maximize your creativity. And whether it's through music production and helping you bring your musical visions to life, or through the video course and helping you get organized and helping you plan better and manage your time and your gifts better, whether it's through guitar lessons with learning something new, whether it's through coaching, y'all, there's some amazing stuff coming next year. So just stay tuned. But we want to walk with you through this entire process, and we want to be with you to help you maximize your creativity. Y'all, be sure to celebrate all the wins that you accomplish over the next 366 days, because we're not necessarily in 2023 yet. But over the next year, celebrate the wins. Celebrate the small wins, celebrate the big wins. Take note of the things that you can improve on, and begin to plan for next year as you accomplish things and as you make those observations and review. Look, y'all, thank you so much for listening and tuning in today. To stay locked in to everything that Unlimited Artistry has available to you, you can follow us on Instagram at Unlimited Artistry. You can follow us on TikTok at Unlimited Artistry. You can follow me on Instagram at Izzy_Lemons. You can visit the website at UNL unlimitedartistry.com. Again, that's unlmtdartistry.com. All right, it's a new year. I'm staying serious. I ain't gonna do all that. I'm messing with y'all. But look, y'all, stay tuned in. Join the Creative Collective. Get in some new community. It's gonna be an amazing year. I will see y'all next year. Happy New Year.